Beautiful weather out here. I don't think I need I don't think I need to sweat in the sweater, but it's cool. Helps to raise the temperature nonetheless. It's a beautiful morning afternoonish here in the Valley of the Sun. Beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. I got out of here. I got out of here about 30 minutes ago. I was chatting with my cousin in Texas on Messenger. She's in Dallas. We was chatting because they're coming out here for the family reunion on my dad's side on February 14th. My birthday is the 13th, so yeah, I'm looking forward to them coming out here and showing them around, like what I mean, because they're into the same vibes and everything that I'm into. There's into the same type of, what I mean, same energy. They tap into the same, so I'm looking forward to getting out with them out here. Yeah, I think they're gonna be out here a week. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a good year. That's the thing. Like I'm excited. Honestly, it's been a hell of a grind this year. Just looking back on this year, and it's gone so fast, man. Like this year has gone by so fast. It's hard to believe that it's December, that this year is over. And it feels like it just started, honestly. Like the floods of memories from my birthday this year. You know what I mean? Like the flooding of memories from my birthday, the week of my birthday this year. Cause I ended up in Winslow, and yeah, man, it's been a long journey. And it's like, every day is that's why I say every day is surreal for me. But I feel closure at the end of every day. Like I feel like I'm being drawn closer and closer to that final closure for myself. You know what I mean? And what dreams may come, they've already been had. You know what I mean? And those realities have already existed. It's always just been a question of course and of time. Because people have to live their lives. People live their lives. And so, that's the thing is, the weaving of lives, the tapestries of people's lives, you know what I mean, and how they coalesced. So for me, like I said, I find myself in a place where um that closure, that weaving together of the quilting together of that fabric of life, I mean, where one is one of its own kind. It's cut from its own cloth, yet it fits perfectly fine. It's intended to be sewn in. It's intended to be, what I mean, seamed together. Mark A. Houston, what's up, my brother? Happy Friday in this motherfucker. For real, happy Friday, TGIF. TGIF, man. It's the end of the week. It's the sixth day of the week, getting ready for the Sabbath at sundown. We got that sundown Sabbath, get ready for the day of rest. That's hey, you believe what you want, man. I ain't gonna listen. I'm not gonna get into any contention with any angry man who wants to fight with himself over resting. Nah, homie, God said rest. I am not gonna resist the rest that God offered me on this day. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. It sound peaceful. Yeah, you're like, I'd rather just chill. Let's chill. Let's settle down. 'Cause that's what I wanna do. I don't wanna be beefing on this motherfucker for no goddamn steak. You know what I mean? Like, that's what these motherfuckers do. They wanna be beefing on this bitch for some goddamn steak to put on the grill. And then just a cycle that repeats. It's like, shit. Who's shucking who now? Who's shucking who now on the YouTube streets and the YouTube? So did you guys watch that live last night? Vicky Goggins, how you doing? I'm good. I'm gravy train. Did you guys check that out last night? I read that thesis. I read one of the thesis and I didn't get into breaking it down because I have to further break it down myself. You know what I mean? In writing. And then I have to begin to study it myself. So let me be honest about the shit because this is fresh off the press. You know what I mean? I'm reading you my thesis that's fresh off the press. That's actually the first reading of it. I perused it myself, you know what I mean? So I've read it, but like that's the first like reading that I've given of it. So I gotta make some practice, you know. Let's see. God, I'm good. Night out, your obsession disorder has plans for your messy slop house. Your OCD has plans. Does everybody witness this? Hey, I know. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Vicky, exactly. Hey, Vicky, for reals. I just gave you, I just made you a managing moderator too. Hey, you got a ranch, Vicky. Hey, that's exactly my thoughts. Like, okay, here's the troll. Look, you already know it's gonna end up in the spamming, right? Like, you already know, like, you can see it coming. Did you not see it coming? We all see it coming, right? It was just a bunch of buffoonery. Like, we all know what was coming next. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so look, I want you to pay attention to something because I'm going to explain something. So, okay, you see what that person did? Now, if you listen to any of these YouTubers, right? I'm not going to name names. I ain't going to even do that no more. I don't need to. If you listen to any of them, right? And like you listen to the big words that they use when they're trying to sound smart and shit, right? Or when they're sounding smart, let's just say that. I ain't gonna say they're trying to, they're sounding smart because that's what they do. They sound smart. They use big words, but like if you like if shit don't really mean nothing, you just get a bunch of dupes and dopes to be like, damn, that shit sound deep. Yeah, it sound deep. I guess if it don't make no goddamn sense, of course it's gonna sound deep. Anything that don't make no sense sounds deep as fuck. Like, god damn, what did he say? I said hamburgers fry on fly, homie, on the first of the month. When you go get them on Tuesday, dog, they better that way. Shit. Now that sounds like that. Now that sounds like I'm from the ghetto. But that's what these motherfuckers they do. So you can see the tricks. You can tell exactly what somebody's trying to do from that point on. It's clear. It's evident. He low key your fan. You know that, right? Right. Look, he's just gonna get blocked, create another account, or if you time him out, they'll come back and do the same thing. It's cute. They're little cutie pies. All of these YouTubers, they're all cutie pies. Cutie pie. You're the reason why I clown you so. 'Cause you just don't know when to say when and quit sucking these big old brown balls. So you need to please get off your knees. Girl, that ain't no good. Cutie pie. Bro, I'm singing freestyle at these they want they want to come in there trying to sound all sophisticated and shit, you know what I mean? They're trying to sound all sophisticated with their just for men's on and shit. Hey, sophisticated. Bunch of sophisticated mamas. uh, shit. Vicky Goggins, I'm getting ready. Smash them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Mark A. Houston, that's why I waited for your word because some people like chose to watch and get madder. Yeah, hey, hey, yeah, hey. Nah, you had it perfectly timed, bro. Like you had that shit perfectly timed. Hey, Alexander. Hey, Alexander. He's he's young. He's in his late 20s. He's young. So he got that fucking feather trigger on these motherfuckers, dog. He'll get the spazzing out. Bam, bam. He's good to have on when they just when they're just run amok on here. I'm dwindling them down to this. You see what it is. I mean, nobody needs to name names to know that the same lane brains play the same lane games, right? We don't need to name no names, dude. It's like, why do you do that? And why does the content on your channel, why does it sound the same? You know what I mean? Why is your vernacular and your tone and your temperament and everything, you know what I mean, on your YouTube channel sound the same as it does in my chat? I mean, just come on with your own channel. You know what I mean? Stand up and say what you're gonna say, dude. These dudes are little girls, ain't they? Huh? Aren't they? Are they not? Hey, when was the last time you seen them live? In public like that, dog, going, letting them hang. But they got you convinced that they're tough on YouTube, huh? Hey, they got tens of thousands of people convinced convinced that I don't know. I guess their little stories makes them something without any proof, nothing. You know what I mean? Dang, I wish. Listen, I wish that the audience here was so gullible and naive that I can just sell them on like some little war stories like that, and then I could run up the numbers. Like Jesus Christ, come on! Everybody knows my life story is far more compelling than theirs. That's just a given. Everybody knows that the people that I'm associated with, like our stories, is far more compelling than anything any of them ever told yet. They're not capable of telling it. Listen, the worst is not yet to come. The least of it is now. Look at the girls are calling the shots. Hey, and you think it matters, dog? I do. Look at them. See, come out here and get you a garden going. What does it say about the content creator and his audience when they're like flies that gravitate towards shit? Let's answer that shit. When you're in a cesspool of shit and that's your content, what does that say about you and your viewing audience? The mentality of your viewing audience when that's what it is. It's a shit show. We know what it is. Come on, dog. There's no story of none of our gang history shit, dog. That's all a shit show. So, I mean, and there's those that just been making shit up all along anyway. You know what I mean? Like, with me, I appreciate the gift. I appreciate the love. That's right. You disrespect this channel, you motherfuckers getting thrown out for real. Man, you know what I mean? Like, listen, bro, how you gonna claim to be stand up? How you gonna claim to be about something? How you gonna claim to have credibility, be real, be true, be the truth, any of this shit, dog, without coming out and proving it? How you just gonna listen, bro? How are you just gonna sit there, dog, in a fucking room, dog? You know what I'm saying? Day after day, all these years, dog, never going out in public like this shit, dog, and really be convinced yourself that you're all that. How you gonna convince yourself that you any of that? Homie, you got somebody standing in your face coming on this bitch, your YouTube yard, your YouTube streets calling you punks and everything else. And none of you, and what do? Turn the other cheek. Clout chasing ass whores like, oh, he ain't nothing. He ain't got enough numbers for me to react. Bitch shit, homie. So that little homie that steps up and calls you up out your name, a punk, a bitch, goes to your cell door and does all that shit to you, what, because he's only 18, 19 years old or whatever, and you've been in that motherfucker 20, 30 years, and you're somebody or something, and you can call some shots and shit, that means you're something, dog? That little homie ain't shit? When that little homie's at your door calling you a punk and a bitch, and you gonna turn that chick like, ah, nah, he ain't nothing, then let him go? These fools prove what they're worth. And these fools prove straight up that they're cloud chasers because they don't go outside. How you gonna sit there and act like your gang matters, dog? Anything you're talking about matters if you can't go outside. You can't leave the block, dog. You cannot go outside of your own home, dog. You can't drop an L. You ain't dropping L's, dog. You is an L. You live in an L. You live in straight L, dog. You live in a lie. And you taking a loss every time you go in that motherfucker and you live that life. Real shit. Cause all I gotta do is this. I'll name a name, call him a punk, call him a bitch, and I'm live. What are they gonna do? I'll at them on the motherfucker, and what are they gonna do? Nothing, huh? Turn the other cheek while they're getting kicked in the ass, ain't they? And then they're gonna still sit there and act like they're some or somebody, huh? On their little shows, on their little program, huh? In their little local little audience, in their little fucking bubble, huh? While their bubble's getting busted, live on location, calling them all out. Can't nobody touch me. Now think about that shit, dog. Ain't nobody been able to do it yet. That little she-devil, little punk-ass motherfucking sewer rat motherfucker. What did he put on his goddamn caption? Still got that video up there? I signed my death warrant, punk by who? Punk by who? Fuck she-devil now too, punk-ass bitch motherfuckers. You hoes can't go outside and you ain't shit without your homies, punk, so fuck you and them, bitches. Cause you can all see me, homie, and we can all die about this shit, bitches. So fuck your gangs, fuck your crews, fuck what you represent on YouTube. Now what? Live on location at Los Olivos Park, Phoenix, Arizona, representing, motherfucker. Fuck your city unless you showing up, bitch. Fuck that. YouTube streets and YouTube yard, they ain't real, motherfucker. This is. So fuck your city and fuck your set, bitch. If you on YouTube, ain't gonna show up. Now what? On Friday, we dead in this shit, dude, cause we doing this shit daily and you bitches ain't doing shit. Little local ass whores. You some little local ass bitches. I got you bitches local now. You motherfuckers know you ain't getting no respect off your blocks, bitches. I represent for everybody this stepping off the block. You little bitches can't come off your blocks. Little local ass whores. You ain't nothing but some little track whores on this motherfucker. You stuck on them tracks right there where you at. Little track whores. What you gonna do about it? Huh? What you gonna do about it? Treating you little motherfuckers like Charleston White. What you motherfuckers gonna do about it? Huh? Treating all these little fucking YouTubers, you name them, like Charleston White. What the fuck you little bitches gonna do about it? These motherfuckers ain't trying to come outside, are they? They gonna sit there in a little studio, huh? Make believe that shit matters, huh? They gonna make believe they motherfucking Ari Malburn or somebody, huh? They gonna make believe that shit's the drink champs or whatever, huh? You fictitious ass, phony, fake, snake ass, motherfucking sewer rat bitches. Bottom feeders. I'm just talking about these motherfuckers on YouTube. I'm just talking about these content creators. Real recognize real. Cause I'm really out here. And I don't really give a fuck about some little gay, some little gay ass gang members. I'm a grown ass man, bro. I got these fools hiding, huh? Vicky got, where are the children? I know, my, Charleston White, my boy, what's cracking? Say Michael Saucer. What's cracking, Mike? I appreciate you tapping in, bro. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call Donald Trump. Call Donald Trump. Hey, hey, Michael, call Donald Trump. Tell Donald Trump we're waiting to see his ass die on camera. Tell him that. Hey, that's what we're. Hey, Joe, Falcon Media, what's cracking? That's my brother, man, right there. We go way back. Hey, uh, TGIF, bro. I got distracted. Skunk keeps distracting me, dude. I need to stop that shit. Hey, 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 we waiting to see Donald Trump die on camera, though. That's what we waiting to see. That old decrepit ass pedophile. That's all Donald Trump is, an old decrepit pedophile. You know what I mean? Like, he's a shyster. He's a con man. He just conned the whole bunch. Listen, dog. He just showed, listen, anybody that supported him, voted for him, and defended him and shit, dog, they just proved how gullible and naive they are, dog. And if they're still defending that shit, yeah, they prove they deserve a bullet. I ain't even lying. For real. I laugh doing it. That, listen, I take pleasure in watching Charlie Kirk catch that bullet through the neck, or try to catch it in the neck. He tried to catch it. You ain't supposed to catch bullets in the neck, Charlie. You're not supposed to catch a bullet in the neck to prove the point, bro. You're not him, dog. That wasn't supposed to be like that. This big mouth motherfucker. Karma, bro. You reap what you sow, dog. You know what I'm saying? Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. Amen, Charlie Kirk. Yeah. Speak about that violence, and promote that violence, and defend that violence. And yeah, you're gonna catch that bullet for that violence. He said, "Let's give it to me right here." He was like this. Well, he was actually talking out of the side of his neck, and God shot him in the actual mouth that was speaking. This shit is just what the camera saw. He was talking out the side of his neck. That's what that bullet went through. Yeah, shit. Santos Salinas was cracking, brother, man. Where you been at, Santos? What's cracking? I'm out of getting sweat. I think I overdressed, dog. It's like you get to forgetting. I wake up cold. I wake up cold and shit. I got fucking. I'm sleeping in AC fans and shit right on my face and everything. Wonder why I'm waking up cold. Come out here with sweats and everything else. I'm like, oh man. Fuck, forget. Valley of the Sun. It's a valley. That's a sun. It's hot still. We don't have winter. We don't wear coats. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck. You got doing stuck doing shit. I know. Hey, I tell you, once this shit turns off, it's the same shit for me. Like, that's why for me, this is my day structured. You know what I mean? I gotta, everything else is just around this. So, you know what I mean? No matter what it is, bro, like, I made this priority because it's my house, dog. Like, listen, I got mad ass energy, dog, to just keep going and going. Like, you know what I mean? Just do everything to be done, everything people need help with and shit like that. Still get all my fucking studies and everything done, bro. Like, and still get good sleep. So like it's all paying off for me, you know what I mean? Like personally, and that's the example that I'm trying to give to people because it doesn't matter what anybody got going on, dog. You get busy living or you get busy dying. You know what I mean? There's no excuse for why anyone doesn't do what one needs to do in order to be able to have the energy and longevity to do it. Because otherwise, that's it. If you're just going to work just to work, it's going to break you down like it does everybody. It's just an obligation for the sake of. And then, when you add to it the fact that people depend on that money to make the world go around and shit like that, then the love of becomes the root of, and you see what being covetous causes. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a fact. But, the reality of it is a man that's in a wheelchair, you know what I mean, that has need of somebody to push him around is no good for nobody. You know what I'm saying? But look, bro, I see people out here, I see old men out here, I could tell they're in their 90s. I could tell some of them are they're obviously in their 80s. And you see them out here every day walking. You know what I mean? Like if the machine's not taken care of, the machine breaks down. It don't matter, dog. It does not listen. It doesn't matter if the machine's the heart. If you don't take care of that shit, it breaks down. That's it. That heart is no good to no human being on earth. None. So it don't matter who the person is. If the person's not you, and that priority isn't the fact that you need to consider your health and your mental health first, then the rest is just to me, for everybody, because I hear it with everybody, is it's an excuse. But the reality is, like for me, I realize that it doesn't matter, like no matter what. I have to I have to be able to have the energy, right? This right here, this gives me the energy to be able to do any physical job, right? I can work concrete still. You know what I mean? I went to school for carpentry and all that shit, electrical. But for me, it's a question of interest. I'd rather go back to school. I'd rather educate. I'm still learning. I'd rather still be educated than to be a slave on a plantation. Unless I'm working for myself, I'd rather not. I just rather not. And then to be caught up in an economic system where I know that the tax burden itself, just because they take it from behind, that it makes us slaves, then yeah, it makes it harder for me to mentally accept it. You know what I mean? And then when I got to deal with micromanagers who are just put in the way as buffers, you know what I mean, to fucking insulate and protect corporate, yeah, that becomes an even further problem for me because I get to read me motherfuckers in the asshole with that shit, dog. I get to looking up laws. I get to citing fucking laws, the Constitution. I get to citing policy. I get to showing motherfuckers where they're breaking it. I get to show like fucking these motherfucking corporate motherfuckers that how fucking, you know, how they are wrong, you know what I mean? And how what they're doing is illegal. Man, I've had PPD from Trendwood Inc. arrest me at work, threatened to throw me in the fucking river bottom, but they fucked up and called in the warrant, so they had to take me to Alhambra. Cause me and the homies were threatening to fucking form a union at that job, and it was all illegal work. This is at a time when Sheriff Gerald Powell was doing that 1060 shit, and they was kicking in businesses' doors like that. That company was protected by Phoenix Police Department, so so the sheriffs couldn't go over there and try to strong arm them for money. That's what Sheriff Joe Parra was doing during that time when he was shutting down them businesses. If they didn't pay him, he was closing them down. They weren't already protected by PPD or any other private security or whatever that can fucking force them out. Yeah, they had problems. It was called a legitimate SB Senate bill. Well, these biggest motherfuckers over here is crazy, bro. But here's the thing. It's like, look, I'm gonna give you the lay of the land, right? I'm gonna give you the lay of the land. So if this whole neighborhood was hunting for me, right? If I became an enemy of the state and I'm right here, this whole neighborhood is hunting for me, I pick them all off from right here. I pick them off one by one from right here. I have them in a panic and nobody knows. You know, you're fucking with a motherfucker that used to run around this motherfucking G Rise fucking on a straight fucking suicidal mission, dude. These people are not ready for the crash out, dog. You know what I mean? They're not ready for that crash out. People think that they are. It's like you can listen, you can sit there, put your little Trump flag up. Like I can go through here now. You won't see a lot of that shit no more, dog. You didn't see a lot of it. This neighborhood had a lot of it. You don't see it no more. You don't see that shit no more. But if that was the case, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, all the Trump supporters are going to go against everybody because they seem to think that those fucking, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, no, you know how quickly they would all been got right here? They wouldn't have been able to mobilize nothing. They wouldn't have been able to mobilize a motherfucking thing, dude. Nothing. See, we play by different rules, dude. I find an essential need to come out here and exercise my muscles. Like I can stretch more. Like I'm more flexible. You know what I mean? Which means that strengthening wise, like I haven't begun my strengthening exercising yet. I'm just doing conditioning right now. You know what I mean? So that's what like that's the importance of it. Like, listen, bro, no man should allow no man to work him like a fucking oxen that's muzzled, dog. You know what I mean? Like that's every person that works for someone else in this world. And the law of Moses says, muzzle not the ox that treadeth the corn. And as the apostle points out, he says, do you think that he says it for the beast or for mankind? He says it for mankind. You know what I mean? And we're burdened in such a way that our health doesn't even matter. Like, if your health starts failing you, they're just going to throw you to the fucking wayside. You lose everything. It don't fucking matter. You can't keep up. That's the same shit on them fucking plantations. And people seem to think that because they got this shit to play with and all these, no, you don't have no liberty, fool. You don't have no liberty. You're bound in chains by that mighty dollar that makes the world go round. By the essential needs that you have. The fact that you got to go find you some fucking food. If your ass can't go out in nature and get it, put that shit on the table. What you got? Yeah, you on fucking Jeff Bezos plantation, right? Or one of these motherfuckers plantation that everybody knows how they employ people and why they employ people the way that they do. And we know they don't pay taxes. We know that all of our tax dollars go to these motherfuckers. And what do? You still vote for them. You still support them. I ain't about that life. I don't have a right to none of that shit. Don't you understand that? I don't have a right to participate in them reindeer games. I'm lawless in this land. Regardless, I'm not bound by the United States Constitution at all, dog. You're crazier than a motherfucker. Especially not being bound by the Torah. First and foremost, the law of Moses. Fuck no. But I'm not, because I don't have equal rights. So I'm not bound by the same fucking law. I'm lawless in this land. And can't no law in this fucking country touch me. You're crazy. Don't you understand how I legally set myself up via disability by the own government and everything else? The own courts, dude, got me certified so they can't touch me. They come try to put hands on me, I'll kill a cop right now. I'll kill a cop right now, go let them take me and walk out. I'll go sit in the hospital for a minute, get out. They ain't fucking with me, fool. Nah, see, I'm not these little YouTuber dudes that try to sound smart and act smart and all this other shit, but don't never go outside, do they? They don't never go outside to show a motherfucking thing, right? They got tens of thousands of people convinced after all these years that they're about something, ain't show shit. They ain't been outside yet. They ain't got no content outside live. None. Yet they got you convinced that they the shit? What shit? A toilet bowl backed up right there that they can't get off of? That's all it is. These fools can't get out of the house. Bing bong. I forgot my water, man. And I forgot to drink so far I came right. That's right, money talk for real. That's a sad truth. That's a sad, sad truth. But when you consider that nurses work for free, nurses literally work for free. Okay, you can look it up yourself. Nurses, okay, first and foremost, insurance is paid. All costs of healthcare, let's start there. All healthcare costs are paid out of the payroll tax. All of it. Every part of fucking ACA, Obamacare, that snake motherfucker and that snake party. Every part of it, dude, is paid out of the payroll tax. They listen, Obama and these fucking snake motherfuckers took our money off the top for the insurance company. Them fucking punk motherfuckers, dog. On some real shit, dude. They allowed the insurance companies and pharmaceutical companies to have ultimate control of our fucking budget next to the fucking Department of Defense, dog. And this is a fact. That all costs of Medicare, Medicaid, all provider costs. It don't even fucking matter what. It don't matter. It all comes out of the payroll tax. Guess how nurses and doctors get paid? They get paid from the insurance companies. They get paid in three buckets by the insurance providers who get our tax dollars off the top and then pay them in subsidies, in wages, and in subsidies, in kickbacks. So there's no purer form of socialism than in Obamacare. No greater form than in Obamacare. Like, people don't understand this shit, dude. I don't play politics, dude. I say this shit all the time. I'm an independent. I'm a I'm gonna end this live right now. My bad. I know it was buffering and shit. I just got a phone call right now. That was my same shit. Listen, and I'm gonna end this live with this, bro. My primo calls me, and what is he on? He's like, "Hey, I see a video. What's up with that sue woo woo? All this other shit, bro. All the gang shit. And then the same conversation, dog. It's like, and then he turns right away, like, and why you always on Kelly and all this other shit. I said, see, hold on, let me get you the first part of that. I said, that's my brother's spaniel, and it has his blood on it and his picture. Oh yeah, because you peeked out your window, homie, and you see that shit in LA, and we don't give a fuck. I keep trying to tell you fools in LA, we don't give no fucks about your gang, homie. Houston, Texas doesn't. Chicago, Illinois doesn't. New York City doesn't. The Bronx, Harlem, nowhere. Florida, Miami, no one. Dallas, no one gives a fuck, dog. We don't. We live in our own realities where we are. That shit you fools are on is virtual reality to us. We don't give a fuck. Your gangs don't mean nothing here, dog. Nothing. Bro, anybody from here will tell your ass this the kidnap capital. You better watch your motherfucking ass. Ain't nobody safe here, dog. Everybody knows that gang shit don't matter to nobody, dog. That shit's just gonna get you killed. That shit don't matter to nobody, dude. There's too much narcotics, there's too much kidnapping, there's too much of everything here. We don't care. We don't care. Everybody gets it from here. So we don't care about there when everybody's coming here to get it. You understand what I'm saying? And the level of sophistication that happens on these streets, dog, you guys are still on color shit, dog. American me, all that, all trying to emulate these motherfucking Italians and shit, dog. I keep telling you, this is cartel city. If you're not from here, you don't live here, then you don't get it. You'll never fucking understand that. You'll never understand that it's not unusual to see a motherfucker going by with a fucking Barrett 50 cal. Some fucking paisas and a bunch of paisas just zooming past in a convoy. And the cops ain't gonna stop it because if they stop that motherfucker, it's gonna be shooting. There's gonna be one car that's gonna make it chase it anyway. Whichever one has the dope is gonna get away no matter what. And they're not trying to run into those ambushes no more. In 1999, they ran into one and they don't do that shit. The day I got out in 1999, you can look this shit up. A Phoenix police officer was ambushed after a high-speed chase. Some paisas lured him into a fucking trap in a high-speed chase, hopped out, and fucking unloaded on him with AK-47s. Never to be found. These cops don't fuck around out here, homie, because these paisas will gun them down and get ghost. These Chicanos over here will gun them down and get ghost. These cops out here kill like, this shit ain't, bro. Listen, I done seen some shit. I done see some shit over there, fool, these blood fools, where this fool, the cops go drop a vid. This fool gets busted, right? He busted a whole bunch. He gets busted. They find some phones. The cops go and take these phones back to the neighborhood. And this fool and the other fool that he gets busted with are banging each other in the butt in the videos. Cops go and taking videos like that to the hood. You think cops can play those games like that out here, dog? You really think that cops can play a fucking game like that out here in these neighborhoods? This isn't this isn't fucking training day, homie. It's not training day. You're still trying to outdo yourselves. This ain't that reality here. I grew up in the midst of gunfire in the projects, dog. I grew up in the worst community here. Eliso Village didn't have nothing on Duperville projects when I was growing up. That was Eliso Village when the Mexican mafia put the ban on drive-bys. Ask my cousin, they'll tell you. Right outside my motherfucking window every night, shooting right outside my bedroom window, right outside my bedroom window. Next door neighbors, these motherfuckers shooting, motherfuckers getting shot every day in that motherfucker. Right, man, I'm talking right there. Like I'm standing on my porch, that's their porch. Yeah, bro, you know, there may be some hot spots here and there. I get it, I understand that, but not everywhere is like that. Not everywhere is like that, dude. It's not. Not everywhere's the fucking projects, homie. It's not. Those are just facts. But I gotta end this because I told my cousin I'll call him right now, and I want to get pushing on this walk anyway. I want to get this shit done quicker so I can get my phone back charged. And uh, I slow myself down when I'm on here like this, trying to pay folks on this what's called. But Dakota product produced. Oh, Dakota produced it. I'm a non-binary mechanically engineer cyborg, nicknamed Decoded. I'm a music producer, writer, engineer. Nice to meet you. Appreciate the love. Appreciate that. No, it's not, and they just don't know that. I appreciate it, but I got to get at my cousin though, man. And then I got my other cousin in Dallas right now. She's been hitting me in chat too on Messenger. So it's been one of those days. Friday, so we got the sunset still, and I may be down. I may even do that down at Tempe Town Lake. So you guys be blessed, man. You guys be blessed. I give you my best for 45, and I got to push it.